I'm sure you guys have all seen the debate by now. Here's some highlights that we're going to watch, so let's check it out.
Kamala Harris. Let's have a good debate.
Nice to see you. Have fun.
Thank you.
Welcome to you both. It's wonderful to have you. It's an honor to have you both here tonight.
Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. Donald Trump left us the worst public health epidemic in a century. You will see during the course of his rallies, he talks about fictional characters like Hannibal Lecter. He will talk about windmills cause cancer. And what you will also notice is that people start leaving his rallies early out of exhaustion and boredom.
People don't go to her rallies. There's no reason to go. And
So right here, it's like, why are you talking about this? Your rallies? Who cares? This isn't a good talking point.
people that do go, she's bussing them in and paying them to be there. She has a plan to confiscate everybody's gun.
President Trump,
she
we
has
do
a
have to
plan.
move.
Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking any
That was a decent one.
of these guns away. So stop with the continuous lying about this stuff.
I don't know. I mean, all I can say is I read where she was not black, that she put out, and I'll say that. And then I read that she was black.
I mean, honestly, I think it's a tragedy that we have someone who wants to be president who has consistently, over the course of his career, attempted to use race to divide the American people.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
You talk about extreme.
There is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a baby after it's born. Madam Vice
Bro, I can't with her laugh. It's just too bad.
I want to get your response to President Trump.
One does not have to abandon their faith or deeply held beliefs to agree. The government, and Donald Trump certainly, should not be telling a woman what to do with her body. I have talked with women around our country. You want to talk about this is what people wanted?
She hates Israel. She wouldn't even meet with Netanyahu when he went to Congress to make a very important speech. But just so you understand, they sent her to negotiate peace before this war started. 3 days later, he went in and he started the war.
Yet again, I said it at the beginning of this debate, you're going to hear a bunch of lies coming from this fellow. And that is another one. When I went to meet with President Zelensky, I've now met with him over 5 times. The reality is it has been about standing as America always should. If Donald Trump were president, Putin would be sitting in Kyiv right now. So I think you've heard tonight 2 very different visions for our country. One that is focused on the future, and the other that is focused on the past.
She's been there for 3.5 years. They've had 3.5 years to fix the border. They've had 3.5 years to create jobs and all the things we talked about. Why hasn't she done it?
All right, so that was a good ending statement from Trump, but it should have been there the whole time. That's what he should have been saying literally the whole time, is that over and over and over again, not responding to her things, to whatever she had to say, especially on that first clip that we watched. And it's bad because there are so many people that are going to look at that and just think that Kamala is a better choice because she was lying throughout the whole thing, just on his record and on her record, obviously. And they weren't fact-checking her like they were fact-checking Trump. And it's really sad because this is going to be enough to win Kamala's presidency. I live in a very red state, like mostly red here. But just driving around, there are so many Kamala posters, so many Kamala signs around people's yards, which is crazy to me. And this is like, people don't do enough research on anything, and they think that Trump is racist and that's it. The older generation, like, they just listen to the news and that's all they have. So they don't pay attention, right? They're working. They see one thing on the news and they're like, oh, okay, all right, makes sense, and that's it. and that's all they have to go off of, and they will vote for Kamala just because of this. And it's very unfortunate, honestly, because, man, I mean, just because of what happened, like what Trump really should have said is, hey, Kamala, what happened to, do you see all these family members from the Arlington Memorial that are crying because of what you did to their sons? Like, this was all your fault, is what he should have said. And that never got brought up once, and it's bad. Like, it's so bad. He had so many points that he could have drilled in, and he was just responding to her criticisms of him because he just couldn't help himself. And unfortunately, that might cost him the election because people are dumb enough to vote for her.